Good morning from Kovalam Beach in Kerala, South India. How are you? Hey, Russ. I've just finished my morning Indian breakfast and I'm just going to take a little walk around the beach here. I just got here yesterday. Thank you so much for joining me. It is John Tabo, FarEastAdvTravl in South India. Beachy, yes. I bet you this is getting you excited, my friend. Thanks for joining me here, and just a little recap. I've been traveling in India now for, since the 20th of November. Cool. And I'm going to wrap it up here next week, so it gives me about a month here. I've been in Mumbai and been traveling through Kerala, making several stops. And right now I'm at a beach that is about 15 kilometers outside to the southwest of Trivandrum, which is the capital of Kerala. And I'm making my way south. I will eventually end up at the Cape, the very tip of India, in Tamil Nadu, a place called Kanyakumari, which is about a 2-hour bus ride from here. That's going to be my next stop. I'll probably head down tomorrow. From the Space Coast. No, I am not. I'm originally from Vancouver, Canada. But I'm often mistaken for an American, and I have no problem with that. So I have actually, most of my followers are from the United States. So thank you so much for joining me here. And feel free to share the broadcast with your friends and followers. And you can just do that by swiping the screen left to right on iOS or up and down on Android. No, I have absolutely I haven't learned any Malayalam yet. And thanks for the comment about the accent. So no, I haven't. And honestly, I feel bad. I haven't been trying because I've just been so busy doing other things. But I should pick up a few words before I leave here for sure. It's an interesting language. It's very different sounding than Hindi. You can notice it right away if you are used to Hindi or hearing Nepali or Hindi. And this is a surfing beach as well, as you can see. Oh, thank you. Well, that's very nice of you. I am a broadcaster. I'm currently I host a video podcast. Appam, I love Appam. That's what I had for breakfast, by the way. I had some Appam, which, if you don't know, is like a pancake made out of fermented rice and coconut milk, and it's delicious. I had it with some curry. Yeah, the beaches are nice here. Anyways, I have a video podcast called FarEastAdvTravl, and I'm just the video podcast, and I'm just in preparations to launch a separate audio podcast in the new year. That's going to be on Blog Talk Radio. I'm super excited about that. So thank you for joining me here, and thanks for inviting your followers as we take a little walk on the beach. And just going to spin around a sec. This is the main lighthouse here on the beach, which you can tour, but not until 10 in the morning, 10 till 5. I did have that for breakfast again, yes, and you know, some people, especially in Western countries, they like curry and they'll have it at dinner time or maybe even lunch, but you know, people kind of wince when you say you had it for breakfast, but it's actually really refreshing to have for breakfast. I will tell you, it's very hot here. Spices actually are a cooling, have cooling properties. So when you have spices, it cools your body. So it makes sense to eat that kind of a breakfast here in South India, which I'm telling you that is some of the most extreme temperatures I've been dealing with ever in South Asia. Very, very hot here and very humid as well. But right now it's a little cool. It's after 8 o'clock in the morning. I haven't had any toddy yet, but I will definitely try. It's just something I have to have for sure. Well, I'm a broadcaster and travel broadcaster and writer, journalist, photojournalist. So I'm here doing research and checking out South India for the first time. It's not my first time to India, but my first time to South India. So I'm gathering a lot of content for my video podcast and audio podcast, and just working at that. That's why I'm here and trying to enjoy myself at the same time. But it's not like a vacation, but it is enjoyable. And these guys are pulling in, I think they're pulling in some nets, and it's very, the ropes they have are very, very long. They go way out into the water here, and I guess they get dropped out and then they pull them in by hand. And you can hear them kind of doing a little singing thing to, this is kind of cool. Thanks for the hearts, by the way. I really appreciate that. And I will be scoping from South India in the next few days. So if you're not following me, go ahead and tick me off on your list. That'd be great. You can hear these guys. This is South India. And this is the type of fishing that's been done here for hundreds of years. It hasn't changed, this technique for sure. Yeah, well, there's lots of wild dogs here. I'll tell you that, around the beaches. Yes, thank you for that. That's right. Munda. That's a munda. That's exactly it. And they pull them up. They can wear them long or wear them short, like you see. And they like to pull them up when they're working or sometimes even walking. I've been told it's just a little more easier, more comfortable to do. But traditionally you'll see men wearing these mundas, and they wear them long, so it looks like a long, almost like a sarong, basically. And one person that I met says that, like, if he's walking along the street and he's got it pulled up, if he sees like a teacher or somebody, a senior or somebody older that he knows, he'll pull it down just for respect. So this is kind of the culture here. So I mean, if you're coming here, especially if you're a lady and you're wearing, a bikini or something, you have to kind of cover yourself up, or it's a good idea to cover yourself up when you come out of the water, because you get lots of stares, because people are used to being covered up here. It's just part of the religion and the culture. But this is a really, really interesting site. Well, I believe, yes, they use these old boats, and you'll see these in Sri Lanka as well on the beach, and these are the traditional longboats here for that they use for fishing. I mean, hundreds of years old. I don't know what rent costs here. If you're asking me how much it costs to rent a home here, I have no idea. I haven't even looked into it. I just look at prices for guest house stays and things like that, and at the beach here you can find a place just off the beach, not right on the beach, for about 500 around 500 this time of year, 500 rupees a night, which is about $10, under $10 US. That's for a basic guest house room, not on the water. And then if you're on the water, then the price goes way up. But a lot of people like to come to the beaches here in South India because they have Ayurvedic treatments here, which is the natural healing and natural medicine treatments. and massage and lots of yoga classes and yoga centers here. So a lot of people do enjoy coming to India, not just because there's beaches everywhere in Southeast Asia and South Asia, but they really like the treatments that you can get here. Like I said, the yoga classes, the Ayurvedic treatments, and people come and spend lots of money on these things. But what you're watching right now, this place used to be a fishing village. That's all it was before all the development here, and this is probably one of the most developed resort areas in all of South India, at least in Kerala. But what these men are doing here right now, this is what originally this place was fishing culture and a fishing village. Hello. And this is what you're seeing right now. This is this scene has not changed for hundreds of years. But we don't have time to watch them pull the net in. But maybe later. I'm going to take some pictures for sure and see what the catch is. You can, of course, there's restaurants all along the boardwalk here. I'm just going to flip over to show you quickly. Thought it was a tug of war, yeah. And you can, of course, the restaurants there every night will have fresh fish out, and you can pick which fish you want, cooked or prawns or lobster, crab, and it all comes right from the sea here. And there's like two groups going here now, but I can see this net slowly coming in. So also, before I sign off, please give me a shout out where you are in the world, and I will say hi. I'm kind of a little bit handicapped here right now with my phone. I'm still working with a cracked iPhone 6 Plus screen that I'm hoping to get replaced soon. Hello, California. Hello, London. Many people from Europe and the UK come to South India to the beaches here. Well, these are fishermen, and they're pulling in the fishing net right now. This is traditional. You're originally from Kerala. Oh, that's very cool. And I'm from Vancouver, Canada. I'm from South India as well. Oh, that's very cool. So this must be kind of neat to see this again. So this is just the traditional fishing that they've been doing here for hundreds of years. Karnataka. Well, I haven't been to Karnataka. I've been to Goa. Alappuzha. Okay, I was in Aleppi or Alappuzha a few days ago, and it's the gateway to the backwaters. It's absolutely gorgeous, the lake there and everything. And I took a rowboat ride out for a little while. So that's really cool. Well, thank you for joining me here in your native land, South India. I haven't been to Karnataka yet, but I would like to see Karnataka. I understand they have some really nice beaches, and they've been really mindful of not letting it get kind of too commercialized. And I've been to Goa, and now I'm just traveling down Kerala and heading all the way to Kanyakumari, which is actually in Tamil Nadu, the other South Indian state. There are 5 South Indian states, and so I want to go to the tip of India before I leave, and then I'll be heading back to Cochin and then leaving India. So thanks for joining me here. I'm going to sign off, but you can follow me on my website. Just go to my website with all my social media platforms, FarEastAdvTravl.com, or you can follow me on Twitter. And on Twitter, it's capital FAR, capital EAST, capital TRVD. Sorry, let me start again on that. Capital FAR, capital EAST, capital TRVL. Sorry, I missed the ADV in there. Let me try it again. It's too early in the morning for me. Capital FAR, capital EAST, capital ADV, capital TRVL. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining me here in Kovalam Beach, South India. Kerala, South India. John Sabah, Far East Adventure Travel.